Hey gang. So it's January 1st, 2020, and I'm not the kind of guy that usually does New Year's resolutions or that kind of stuff. Mostly because throughout most of my near 32 years on this earth, I've always kind of believed that you can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. So you really shouldn't bother talking about it very much. You just go out and you do it, and then as a result of doing it, there you are. I did respect the concept of goal setting. You do need to have goals, but the idea of you sort of sharing those with everybody in the world and whatever, I didn't really prescribe to that. Well, I wake up January 1st, 2020. I'm about a month short, 6 weeks short of my 32nd birthday. And this thing that has been hanging over my head for a really long time sort of came back and bit me. When I was in high school and college, I ran a lot, cross country, track and field, and I was okay. I wasn't stellar or anything, but I was okay. And worked really hard at it, ran a lot of mileage, ran a lot of good workouts. And one goal of mine was to break 15 minutes in the 5K. And to be honest, I never really got that close. The fastest I ever ran was just under 15:20. But that was at the end of an extremely hard week of training. The first and only 100-mile week in singles that I ever did. And there was always sort of an understanding of, okay, that was a great way to begin. And if I'm starting at, 15:20, then 15 flat should be 14:59, should be no issue. Not no issue, but very doable. And it never ended up happening. I got kind of sick, and in outdoors, it just never really worked out. I wanted to focus on something else. And it never really happened for me. And not that I ever actually got tantalizingly close, because I didn't. There's many people that I know that have ran under 15:10 multiple times, both during and after college. They've run under 15:20. And so, that's very tantalizingly close. I never really got that close, but I kind of feel like I did because it always kind of seemed like the opportunity was there. Almost 3 years ago, I decided I was going to try and break 5 in the mile, and I did it. It was in February of 2017, and I trained a lot all throughout the winter, a lot of time on the treadmill, a lot of workout-specific training. And at the end of that week that I broke 5, I went out with a buddy of mine, and I ran a 5K on the roads that was timed with a Garmin. So not terribly accurate, but I think I ended up running about 17:41. And then again, varying levels of success and failure throughout the rest of that year. But in general, the trend line was going down. So all this is to say that I am at a point right now where, because I'm nearly 32, because I know my talent level isn't really that high, because I know that for the last probably 5 years, I've oscillated between, fat and thin. I was 5 years ago, I was almost 200 pounds. I'm only 5'7". So I guess I'm just deciding that I'm running out of time. Once you get above 35, once you get above 30, but certainly once you get above 35, certainly when you get to 40, your ability to run like that goes away. And maybe it's already gone for me, but, I don't know that. I don't know that it's gone. And there's a lot of goals that I have that I'm going to be able to achieve when I'm 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 100. But I can only think of one goal off the top of my head that I'm kind of getting close to the end of the clock here. So I'm not making this a resolution. This isn't like by December 31st, 2020, I have to break 15. But it is me trying to inject some kind of accountability. I'm going to be consistently recording videos like this one. Obviously, subsequent ones are going to be shorter than this one because this one's sort of the introductory, but I'm going to call them cool down commentaries. And you're either going to catch me walking on the treadmill like I am here, or you're going to catch me walking on the street or walking on a field or walking by the track, and just take a few minutes every day, talk about my plan, talk about what I'm going to do, how I'm feeling, and I'm hoping that you guys will come along with me. I'm hoping that if anybody out there is a has-been like me, that you'll draw some inspiration on this. And I'm hoping that you guys will hold me to account. I'm hoping that you'll, like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll follow me along, and you'll comment, and you'll tell me where I suck, and you'll tell me when I'm really good, and just come along with me on this journey. And I'm hoping maybe I can offer something to you guys as well. So today, January 1st, 2020, I jogged 3 miles on the treadmill. It did not feel like a jog. The effort was there. I jogged about 8-minute pace. And I imagine I'm probably going to be sore tomorrow. Goals. I gotta see where I'm at. I mean, I was running up to 60, 70 miles a week a couple of years ago. It's going to take a while to get the engine revving, so I think I'm really just going to take it, let's say 30 days, 1 month at a time. So for January, the goal is to run every day. And I don't know why it was so difficult for me to say that, because I used to just wake up in the morning knowing that I might not eat, I might not drink anything, I might not go to class, I might not go to work, but I'm for certain going to get my mileage in. So, so the goal is to do something, even if it's just a mile. If it's 11:50 at night, I'm going to go out and I'm going to jog 1 mile to ensure that every day I log something, to try to establish the habit of running consistently. And I'm going to try to get to a point where I can run, 5-6 miles without hurting too bad, and just deal with acclimating my body to running again, just getting it used to working again. I'm at about 180 pounds right now, which is about 35 pounds higher than my racing weight, what I view as what has been my optimum racing weight, 35, 40 pounds. And I'm about 20 pounds heavier than I was when I broke 5. I'm not going to weigh myself every day. I'm not going to fixate on that. But I am going to probably try and do it once a week. And that's that. I mean, it doesn't sound very exciting, but it's not very exciting. And if you watch these videos looking for excitement, I think you might be a little bit disappointed. But I'm hoping that you will be able to find a little bit of inspiration on them. And in every single video, I'm going to try to remember to tell you guys to stop whatever you're doing right now and do something, whether it's drop and do 10 push-ups, go and do a wall sit for 1 minute, do 50 sit-ups, and certainly if you're at home sitting on your couch or on your computer, get up and put some sneakers on and go for a walk, go for a run. Doesn't matter what the weather is, find a treadmill, do something. Do something that's going to make you better than you were yesterday, the day before that, or the day before that. And that's all that I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to chase an old dream that I think might be dead, and I'm hoping that even if I don't beat 15 minutes, like I'm hoping to do at some point before I turn 50, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to look in the mirror and like what I see and feel happy and fit and fearless again, and I'm hoping that that'll help in other areas as well. So good luck wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Get out, go for a run, and I will see you tomorrow.